I'm Russell, and we're out hunting again, obviously. Last week I was out at this time and it was dark. There was a time change over the weekend and I have not adjusted. Or I have adjusted, I guess. I don't know. I can just see the sun through the trees there, so I'm obviously I could be out earlier. Anyway, I'm trying not to talk too much, just in case there's something there ahead. I'll check back in later. Well, hunting season is a little more than half over. Today is Wednesday. Not seeing anything, not hearing anything, other than dogs barking. I got hunting party off to the north with dogs, and a hunting party off to the southwest with dogs. And the people to the north with dogs, they tend to go in different places on different days. So I could hear them over there, over there, over there, over there. And anyway, I haven't seen anything. I did see a deer on the trail cam one night. Let me put that in here. Yeah, so there is a nice buck out there, decent sized buck. There's that dog. Anyway, I'm gonna head into town today because despite the fact that it's beautiful, I mean the dogs are kind of in the area where I was hunting, and it's like, well, if all morning, if a deer hasn't come out by now, it's not coming out, kind of thing. So I'm gonna go into town, get some supplies, get some groceries, maybe get a sub. Gonna come with me into town? Get a little sub, big sub. Very nice. We're starting out at my favorite place, Subway. How do I look? I'm gonna go across the road and have lunch over there. Nice view of the water. What a beautiful day. Can I get a foot-long BMT on bourbon cheese, please? Look at the size of these dogs. Hey, pup. Oh, whoops. So I did speak with that guy briefly in the beer store. So the one dog, the white one, dark one, kind of look like a bit like a Dalmatian. They're both Great Danes. He said she's a baby. She just loves people. But the other one, the dark one, very protective of the truck. Doesn't like anybody coming close to the truck. But otherwise, he said Great Danes are very lovable dogs in general. Grocery store has these new smaller carts. I like them. They did get new carts recently. Huge things, barely make it through the checkout. What am I doing here, Russell? You're doing this all wrong. You're gonna get heavy things on top of light things, Russell. Russell, you're not listening. I hear another dog. Haven't run into the dog lady again. Remember the dog lady?
Why are you taking that?
Because you're the dog lady.
Yeah, I'm the dog lady.
I'm the dog lady. Whoa. Oh, crap. Forgot my spiderweb catcher They're still out there, you know. Those spiders. Alright, I'll have to figure out how to put that in there. Got my shotgun just in case we see any grouse along the way. Oh, we're all packed up. Pretty full actually. I couldn't get the lid all the way down. Look at all the cars here in the lot. There was another one here with a great big trailer on. Trying not to block that guy in. Lots of people out this time of year. I had more than last week, which is the first week of deer season. And the sounds of hunting dogs. Alright, gonna head in. My load. This is my load. Do you like my load? Load in your face. That was weird. bueno. Like somebody just got something. Well, it's supposed to rain for the next couple of days. Today's Thursday. It's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday. So I want to get some wood up here and get it, like, hopefully in a dry spot. Enough for the next few days anyway. And this is more than enough. I like to, generally during the wintertime, I like to have this, I don't know, pretty high, like I like a week's worth of firewood in here. And usually I use the wheelbarrow, but it's like sometimes she thinks I'm talking to her. Sometimes I just like the monotony of doing a simple task like this, just back and forth, back and forth. I don't know. Sometimes it just makes me feel good. Anyway, there's something I want to show you. Oh wait, but before we get there, let's take a look at the wood pile. So this is where we're at as of November 11th, 2021. I kind of like to review each year and see where I was at a specific date. To see how we're doing with the firewood. See if we're going to use more or less than the previous year. Definitely made a dent in it now. We started having fires in like September. So all of September and October, any fires we had, I don't think I took any wood from the pile because I had some sitting on the porch from last winter. So it was just in the last couple of weeks that I started taking wood from here. But so far so good. I mean, we still got lots of wood here. I don't know how I'm going to cover it now. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Not this briefcase specifically, but what's inside. It's what's known as a solar pathfinder. We use it in the solar power business to estimate like how much shading a system is going to get. Extreme close up. Okay, so you see this thing. Whoops. This is showing you times of the day across here from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then we've got months of the year. That might be a little harder to see. June at the bottom, and then July, May, August, April, all the way up here to December, which is the month with the shortest days of the year. June the longest days and December the shortest days. So what do you do with this, Russell? Well, that's a good question. Unfortunately, my Pathfinder's broken. But fortunately, I never use it anymore, so it doesn't really matter much. We have this dome, this plastic dome. See how it reflects stuff? So that goes on top of here. And what we do is we take this whole unit, and it's got a stand that legs that can stand on. Can you still see the thing inside? You probably can't. We take this and we put it in the middle of wherever we're going to put our solar panels, if we can, and then take a picture of it. Because what happens is I can see the reflection of all the trees around here. Yeah, well, it's a little hard. I'm under the roof here. After I take the picture, I can get it on my computer and I can start to trace a line of, pretty much a shading line around any trees or any obstacles. And then I can see at what time of the day and at what month that tree is going to be blocking my sunshine. Does that make sense? I'm going to show you in a minute, because I actually took this, as I said, it's best to put it kind of in the middle of where your panels are going to be, but it's pretty difficult. My panels are already there, unless I want to crawl up on my panels. It's difficult. So I just took it up to the roof of my porch. And I took a picture there. And I noticed when I was looking at the picture, I didn't quite get it north-south. You're supposed to aim it. There's a compass in here as well, and you're supposed to aim it so that it's perfectly south. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's take a look at the picture I took, and we'll see what kind of trees are shading us. Alright, so here we have it. As I said earlier, it's not quite pointing south. Can you see that? No, you cannot see that. It's pointing a little off. Anyway, not important. I mean, it still does still does what we want it to. Anyway, so now what we do is click black, get a brush going here, brush, and we can kind of trace along here, just where the trees are kind of in the way. It's a little loosey-goosey right now because there's no leaves on these trees, so it's kind of hard to make out, but that's okay. We can just kind of roughly estimate as we get around here. I think there's a tree there, a little hard with the sun right there. Incidentally, it was in October at about 3:15 that I took this picture. So here, if you trace October around and 3:15, there's the sun. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's continue on through here, and then it doesn't matter so much anymore. So you can kind of see that at between 7 and 8 in the morning, we got, let's change that. We got quite a bit of trees there. Not so bad during most of the day, from like 9 a.m. all the way around here to 3:30. We're doing actually really good. Right at the top there, it's kind of hard to see, but that's December. So in December, the sun is just skirting the top of those trees. And it looks like we're only getting real sunshine from 10:30 on into, well, it's pretty much hitting that tree, whatever that tree is right there at 1 o'clock. Boy, it's really hard to see, isn't it? Yeah, December's kind of a mess. But I know what trees those are. Those are the big poplars out there. And I've been talking about possibly taking them down. In the early morning, not too worried about that because the sun is at such an angle to the panels where we wouldn't get much power anyway, if I took those trees down. Same with way late in the day, 4 o'clock. I'm not going to get much power. It doesn't make much sense to take that down. The only ones I'm worried about then is, and certainly, from June through to October, look at from 9 a.m. pretty much. From June through to October. Sorry, not June through to October, but that's actually, what is that? I can't see what that is. January, February. That's February. Okay, so from February right through to October, from 9 a.m. right to 3:30-ish, we're fine. We got sun, for over 6 hours, which is great. It's just going to be these, between February, from November, December, those are going to be the two worst months. And we're halfway through November, actually. We're doing pretty good right now. There's some caveats to this as well. Like these trees that are along here with no leaves on them, it's kind of hard to say how much they will impact how much solar production is going on. Most of the sun is coming through. I mean, it's a bit filtered, but we're still getting pretty good production with those leaves not on there. These poplars right at the top, they still have all their leaves on them. They or do they? Oh, they don't actually. And this one tree here, it looks like a pine tree. So anyway, let's take this outside. Can I take this outside? Maybe I can put it on my iPad or something, and then we can take a look. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I've got the GoPro. I'm gonna point in a wide arc here, a big semicircle, and I'm gonna try and match this up in editing with the picture that we were just working on, so we can see what trees are which in the on the picture. So here we go. Just one more step down. So let's go to this one. Did that work? Was that cool? Did we see? So I think that there's a big poplar there, but I guess the leaves are gone. They were hanging on for a long time. They're almost as bad as oaks that way. That big poplar, that's the big pine tree I was talking about, straight up there. But these, like, if I could just take like the top 10 feet off of these trees, and then there's a maple there that's the tallest one right behind that pine there. But yeah, and then we've got this maple over here. But as I said before, like without the leaves on the trees, it's kind of hard to tell how much. I mean, the sun right now is coming through that maple up there. Although it's very, very hazy right now. So it would be nice to be able to see. Well, maybe I need to do that soon. Come out here on a bright, bright sunny day when the sun is behind that tree up there, and then just kind of look at it and try and figure out if it's causing much shading or not. And then also I can tell from just looking at the charge controller how much power is being produced. Hard to do today. Anyway, I hope that was interesting for you guys. As I said, I used to do that in the solar power business all the time. I did sales calls, so I get up on people's roofs and I use the Pathfinder and do a determination on how much shading they can expect and how much power they will then produce at any given time. Yeah. Well, we're winding down to the end of the video. I've just been editing what I've got so far, and one of the things I noticed is when I was doing the pointing thing around, while I was showing the Solar Pathfinder picture, I guess I was doing that almost at the same time of day that I took that picture, because the sun is almost in exactly the same spot. Take a look. I'll put it in here. Isn't that funny? I thought it was cool when I noticed that. Also, I forgot to mention, and I kept talking about how in December we're going to just brush the tops of those trees. I should have mentioned again that the Pathfinder was much lower than the panels. It should have been up like 10 feet higher up the roof of the cabin to be in the middle of where the solar panels are. Try and get it towards the middle. Sometimes when I had huge arrays that I was selling, say 40 panels in 2 rows, 2 big long rows, then I do like three spots along the roof wherever those panels are going to be, so I could do an average of shading across all of them. Anyway, that's done. What I wanted to do, actually I wanted to do another beer review, but I didn't have anything cold, and I'm not drinking these warm. I've got one called Kensington. It's a stout, and Aria Ontario Crafted Porter, London style dark. But maybe next time, because as I said, they're not cold. Anyway, I did want to mention, we got some nice gifts a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot to mention them last week. I should have, because it was a really short video, and I could have used the content. But anyway, Blair Arthur sent us a bottle of Fireball. And a little note saying 1 part Fireball and 5 parts apple cider. We're going to try that. City Girl likes both Fireball and apple cider, so I think she's going to really enjoy it. But I'm going to try it too, because that sounds really good. And he also sent moisture reader, because he felt that I needed to know more about the moisture content of my wood. In fact, he even said, I'm having problems with wood shrinkage. And you know that board that I put up in front of the bathroom, that I did a little bit of video work on it? I should show it again, because now the gap is almost ½ an inch. I can't believe how much that wood has shrunk. So yeah, moisture readers are always good, and they're good for firewood as well. So you can tell if your firewood is ready to be burned, right? Anyway, thanks again, Blair. Appreciate you sending that. And we also got something from Kelly MS, who's got the weirdest memory, she says. I thought this was awesome. So Kelly remembered something that City Girl said in a live stream months and months ago. We have these gel mugs that we love our lime lagers in. And if you don't have gel mugs, go get yourself a pair of gel mugs. Get ones that have like this, that say something on them, like University of Connecticut, or sports team, like, I don't know what. Dallas Cowboys. They tend to be better than the no-name, the nothing on them brands. Anyway, City Girl mentioned months ago that she wanted a Raptors gel mug. And I forget if we saw them on Amazon, but they were really, really expensive, or we just didn't see. I don't think we saw them at all. I don't think you should be able to pick one of these up for like $12, $14 kind of thing. But anyway, she remembered that, and she said she was at a farmer's market, and guess what she saw? Oops. It's weird that it doesn't say Raptors on it, but that's the Raptors logo. The claw going across the basketball. So City Girl was elated to get that. Thank you very much, Kelly MS. And she also got So now these two gel mugs are in the freezer, and I have to find a spot for these two gel mugs. I don't know where to put them. I got no space for anything around here. That's why it's such a mess. I can pick stuff up, but I don't know where to put it down. Oh, and she also sent us a gift card for the LCBO, our liquor store here in Ontario, to help fill the cups. Thank you very much, Kelly. Much appreciated. And we love your little note here too. I'm not going to read it out loud. I keep all the notes that I get sent in a folder, so I never forget, because I always forget. Actually, I couldn't find these notes when I was about to film this. I had to call City Girl twice and say, okay, who was it that's in that? I can't find the notes. Where are they? City Girl's like, look here and do that. Okay, wait. And I was like, what was that? And she remembers much better than I do. I have such a poor memory. Anyway, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. Thanks for sticking with us. I thought this was going to be a short video again, but it's shorter than a lot of my other videos. But stay tuned. My internet's been better recently, so I don't want to promise that there might be a live stream Friday night, but I'll check it and see. I hate doing that, because then people get excited, and then I'll do a test and it'll work, and then we'll do the real thing, and then it'll be shit. Because that's the way it goes. Alright, anyway. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.